Hello YouTube, this is Balor Mage again, and I am still absolutely in love with this league. However, we're bringing you an update on the Holy Relic build. I'm no longer poor. Well, I'm not rich yet, but I'm no longer poor. The build is coming along great. I am blasting unidentified Guardian Rotors. I've been doing that basically the whole day and all of yesterday. I have bought several things. I bought an amulet, the ashes. We're in a Diala's and an ashes setup now. We've got a 21-23 gem. We're at the 83 break point. Our damage is significantly better. We are very tanky. We also moved into 3 specters. I've also got, I think, another 29 div to spend tomorrow. So we are going to be taking this into the min-max territory. But I wouldn't say we're in the min-max territory right now. Right now, I'm calling it upper middle class. We've got an ashes and we've got a decently rolled belt. Our jewels are still kind of bad. We did make our first disgusting piece of gear, which I will show you in the path of building. So let's jump into the PoE. Here is our path of building. Before we start going through it, let's move to town because this third specter yells all fucking day and doesn't stop. So let's go into town so we don't have to hear that anymore. You might notice there's 3 specters. I played silly buggers to get a third specter without giving up my decay ward because I'm still scared of them dying, which also means as I feel better about them living, I can still anoint Death Attunement and get a 4th specter now. So what did we do for that? Well, a few things. 1, we got a level 21 specter. That's easy. We got a Joffrey's with +2 to socketed minions on it. This can also be a fracture on gloves or boots. So there's like all 3 locations it could be in. You can have it fractured as a mod on boots or gloves, or you can have it corrupted on a Joffrey's. That'll get you 2 more. Then I'm in the ashes setup, which is +1 to all, which gets you to level 24. And then we made what is my first disgusting piece of gear. This monstrosity from Magic Fairyland. Good luck crafting it, but 100 life, +1 to all minions, 30% minion life, 25% minion damage, 24% LE res, which actually means I don't need this bone ring anymore, and recover 5% of life on block. So we're not going into the Aegis Aurora setup this time. I'm going to go with this way as a truly disgusting shield. Before anybody asks, there was a lot of fossils involved and a lot of recombination involved and some dumb luck. I don't know how you're going to replicate this. It's insanity. To be honest, I never needed the recovery. All the footage you saw at the beginning and all the farming I did over the last 2 days did not have recover on block on it. You also don't need the minion life, and you don't need the 25% minion damage. So if instead you start trying to figure out how to craft just +1 minions and life and just take whatever else you can get, that'll probably be a much more achievable situation. Anyway, moving on from that, we also got the successful corrupt on the 21-23. We hit that ourselves. We hit a total of 10 gems and hit only a single success. So no, in fact, that's the only gem that went up quality. We hit them all in the double corrupt chamber. That's the only one that went up quality, but we got our breakpoint. That's all that matters. So moving into the path of building, still wearing my kind of crap weapon that isn't rolled very well as well, by the way. We'll try and fix that later. In the notes, I have the 3 specters I'm doing right now. The one I added is Perfect Warlord. Not because he is really good at generating endurance charges for me, but more specifically because he gives the endurance charges to all of my other specters and Animate Guardian. I'm also still in the baby Animate Guardian setup. However, you will see that Path of Building has improved to 8.2 mil DPS, which again, as we all know, you're following along with this build, this isn't real. It's way higher than this. It's always way higher than this, but you can use it to gauge how far you're improving. So that's getting quite a bit better. The other thing we did, which was quite cheap, was we moved into a dual cluster setup. So I dropped all these points here that I had before. And to start with, I had to drop the back of this to get there as well, but I've since retaken them because I'm level 97 now. We also dropped both of the block masteries because we needed them. Needed all the points. Went into my second cluster. My second cluster is not super fantastic. I still need to recraft a better one. However, it does have forbidden jewels in it. So, a lot of questions come up about the forbidden jewels. Here are your options. Giga Clear, Profane Bloom. Giga Clear, full screen pops, it'll make you giggle, it's hilarious. Doesn't do anything for your single target damage, but it is funny and is very quick. The whole screen will pop all the time. Fantastic. Void Beacon, significant amount of damage, quite a lot, really good for DPS. Also stops all regen. All Maven regen, all Consecrated Ground, everything. Every bit of regen, huge quality of life. Great. Then over here, there are a total of 5 nodes we would want. 4 we need, 5 we want, right? I like Plaguebringer. It's quite good. We need Mistress of Sacrifice. We need Bone Barrier. We need Unnatural Strength. We need Mindless Aggression. I want Plaguebearer. If we're sticking in here, it means we can Forbidden Flesh any one of those 4 nodes. Mistress, Plague, Bone Barrier, or Unnatural, it does not matter, because whatever we forbidden, we'll just spec out of that and take the other thing, right? So if you're doing it, you can pick any of the 5 Necro ones, right? That's fantastic. Well, any of the 4. You can't Forbidden Mindless Aggression, but any of those 4. However, if you're picking one of the Occultist ones, then you just don't take Plaguebringer. Everything else is mandatory. Plaguebringer is the extra node. All right. That is it for the update. The next time you see an update will probably be a degenerately min-maxed version. And if you would like a full breakdown of the Atlas strategy that I did to make all of the money to get to this stage, we'll do one of them tomorrow if people want it. All right. That is all I have. I will see everybody next time, and goodbye.